Hi guys, so today's video is going to be my writing story. I saw this earlier and I went, I haven't done this. I might do it. So I would show more pictures than I am, but I only have what I have on here. So I might show you some from here. This lyric, by the way. And I might see if I can find any on my phone later, but I have some videos, I have some pictures. I'm mostly just gonna talk. So let's get started. On to the video. So I started writing when I was 8 years old, and I just did a week of camp at a barn in my area. I'm not gonna give you the names of the barns, just because I don't know if they have channels, and if they do, I would like to leave them, but I don't know. So I'm not going to leave channel names or barn names or anything. I'm just going to say a barn in my area. It was a okay week. It was half-day camp. Did a lot of on-lead work, walking and trotting. Almost fell off once. There's a big horse who tripped over his own feet. And I remember being terrified of this horse, and I thought he was huge. But I think now if I were to go back, I'd be like, this is not that big. It's just not. I think that was a pretty fun week overall. I wish I had someone with me to do it with me. I didn't know anyone there. I barely talked to anyone all week. But that was like my first experience. And I didn't start lessons yet. So the next summer, I went to my barn that I'm at right now. And that was a great experience for me. Again, I didn't really have anyone to talk to. I didn't know anyone, but I went and I had a great time. Like, it was also half-day camp. We were on lead a lot of the time, but we also got more experiences, and I just liked the barn better. Put me on horses that I was comfortable with. I remember riding Sailor that first day of camp and being like, this horse is huge. He's not. He wasn't. He's passed away now, unfortunately. So, but he was the first horse I ever rode at my current barn. I rode a lot of other horses that week, and it was actually a very fun week. So that's when they give you your level that you'd be eligible for, and I signed up for lessons. And that next year, I took lessons with my friend Sonia and two other kids in like second lowest level, called Junior Short Syrup. If you go to my barn, you'll know what barn I go to now. So, I remember spending 4 months riding this one pony, Chance, and I was complaining about it constantly, and now I regret it because Chance is retired, and he taught me quite a bit, actually. I don't have any pictures. I don't have pictures of a lot of this stuff. I'd need to grab my parents' ones for that. I'm not going to do that. I don't have pictures until later in my writing career. So I thought this was a great experience for me. And after that year, I kept taking lessons, and I skipped a level ahead, went to Walk-Trot 1. So that's when COVID hit. Because I started taking lessons in 4th grade. And then in 5th grade, COVID hit, so we only got some lessons, and then I spent the summer. I had summer lessons, for one thing, and then I spent the rest of the summer making up lessons that I missed due to COVID, as did everyone else. So I rode a lot that summer, and I did camp, and that is when I was first introduced to... I need to actually open my phone to find her. This is not my phone. This is an iPod that I had before my phone. But I have to open it to find the pony in question. But I was introduced to this lovely girl. And this is probably a really bad photo. Hang on, I need to adjust. This is River. this was, I was terrified to ride her on the first day. I'd been riding off lead for a while at this point, but I was still terrified to, like, ride this pony off lead. I had nothing to be scared of. By the second time I rode her, she was my favorite already. And, I never told you guys this. I was going to, but actually the night I filmed the Truth or Drink thing, right after I ended the video, I got a call from my mom saying that the horse that had been put down due to complications with EHV, equine herpes, was River. And I was kind of a little bit heartbroken. I'm over it a little bit more now, but it's still kind of devastating. Like, I loved that pony, and I only got so much time with her. We did a show together. We did multiple shows together, actually, and I can tell you exactly what ribbons later. I'll show you my ribbon wall, and I can tell you exactly which ribbons were on River. And each of the horses that I mention, I will tell you if I have ribbons from them, and then when I show you the wall, I'll tell you which ones are from who. They're all in the back, but I remember most of them anyway. So that year was also the year I started competition. So 5th grade, I have a picture. This is my first competition on a pony named Selena. We didn't know what garters were, so we were missing them. Also didn't know that pants were supposed to be on the outside of boots, but I don't like myself in this picture. This is not good. Like, I can see so many things I'm doing wrong right now. I will show you the ribbons. I have many ribbons from Selena. I think I actually have 4 or 5 ribbons from Selena. I have 6 on River, but yeah. So that was an interesting experience. I rode Pickles that year. 1 ribbon from him. I don't have pictures. Rode Sushi. It's a lot of horses with food names. Twilight, who would not trot for me. I was so frustrated during that show. I was like, you better. But I didn't know how to use a crop. Actually, no, I did. I just didn't have a crop at that point. So I, could not get this horse trotting the entire time. And I was so pissed. I was like, trot. And yeah. I feel like if I were to ride him now, I would have a whip on me, and it would go over a lot better. But this is not my stable. Like, this is a stable that I've only been at for showing. The one I rode Pickles at, that's a different barn, but from the one I'm talking about right now. But I don't ride at either of those barns too often, and I rode at one of them twice, ever. Most of my shows have been either at my stable or at my normal show barn. So I show at the ISHS. If you don't know what that is, Inter-School Horse Show League. It's sort of basically a place where children in middle school and upper school can go and ride competitions. And it's pretty fun. It's a supportive community. And I show with my team, my school team. So we've been in that top 10 the 2 years we've actually competed, got reserve champion in the November show. That was really, really fun. So I'm still competing with them. Last year was a bit, not last year, but 6th grade was a bit tough because COVID, we weren't actually doing any competitions. We got together as a team sometimes, and it was interesting. But 6th grade, so that year I did start canter. So the beginner canter level, I remember the first time I cantered a horse on purpose. It was a pony named Bella, and I don't have pictures of Bella, but I was terrified. Bella is one of those ponies that if you accidentally pull on her mouth, she just streaks off. And I didn't know that, so I was cantering her for the first time, and she took off on me because she knew what I was going to ask. It was not fun. It was really, really not fun. But now I've cantered her a few more times since then, it's easier, but I'm also used to having the firm contact on the bit, so it's like I wasn't expecting her to bolt, or I would have had looser contact. First time I ever cantered a horse was actually on river, and she spooked, and that was a whole situation. But I didn't fall off. I wasn't even really scared. It was kind of fun. So then I know I rode one pony for 8 months straight this year until he fractured his leg for the second time. He's one of my favorites now, but at the time I was exasperated with him and I hated him. So this is Gunner. This picture's not very good, but I couldn't get him to keep his head up. I have one that my mom took, and it's a lot better. But I'll show that one to you. I think this one's actually from this year. 2021. October of 2021. So it's Gunner and I. He's so sweet. He's so cute, but he's so stubborn, and I was frustrated with him. I rode him for 8 months straight. It was not pleasant. If I'd had my way, I would have been switched off of him almost immediately. He liked to put his head down when he trots, and when they put their head down, a lot of the time, not all the time, don't listen to me when I say this, they're signaling that, just listen to, like, my experience. They signal that they're going to buck. But Gunner was actually originally trained as a Western horse. So when he put his head down, it's because that's how he was trained. It's not because he was going to buck me off. So I instinctively pulled back on the reins when he did that until I got used to it and then started just pulling his head up. It was a chore to get him to canter, and he had this weird thing with his right leg, his right front, where when you asked him to pick it up, he wouldn't do it, or he would just yank it away immediately, and he was very bad with the bridle. By the end of my spree riding him, I could get him to pick up his leg and keep it up for me no matter what. I could keep him on the rail. That was another big problem. I could canter him and trot him without having to hit him with the crop. I could bridle him easily, which is why I'm really good at bridling now, because there's like 2 horses in the barn that challenge me with it. Doodle and Theo. Theo just sticks his head up really high, and he's taller than me, so it's like, I can't reach your head. And then Doodle has these guards on his bit. So they're like rubber circular guards, if you know what I'm talking about. But those kept I keep trying to get them to the outside, and they keep sliding into his mouth. So it's so hard to do. But he'll take the bit super easily. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for my start canter year. And then something kind of sad happened. The friend that I had been riding with for 3 years was kept in the same level, and I moved up. So last year, walk, trot, canter 1. Ready to go. So that year started with, I was taking 2 lessons. That year started with, in one of my lessons, I was riding river on the first lesson. I forget who I was riding on the second lesson I was doing on the first day. I don't remember who was riding that one. But I had a lot of fun for the first part. And then I got stuck on Karma, a horse named Karma. I don't have any pictures of him or anything. In my Sunday lesson for 3 weeks. He was the most stubborn horse I have ever ridden. It was horrible. Got bad to the point where the last lesson I did on him was the 19th of December. And I remember this vividly because a large part of me being successful in my shows is if I have a lesson before, I need a successful lesson. It's a confidence booster. And that was a large part of why I didn't do very well at my shows, is because I had lessons before them, and then my confidence was just completely shattered. So yeah, the first 2 shows I did that year were on, for the first one, Lady, and I had ridden previously. Before that, I had ridden Sterling, and it was a pretty good ride. It was a little mucky in the arena, so we were only using like half the ring, like long way, so there wasn't much of a top part of the arena, so it was kind of weird to do. But it was overall a pretty good lesson on him. He was very good, and I ended up scoring pretty high with Selena. And then second show was in November. I rode a horse named Otis in this show, and before that I'd had a really, really great lesson on Theo, and that boosted my confidence quite a bit. I ended up scoring super, super well in that show. If you remember my ribbons video, if you watched it, you'll know kind of who Otis and Lady are, because I read out names of horses I rode, so that's all there. I have more ribbons since then, actually. And then the December show, I rode Selena again. I rode Karma before, and it was to the point where I could barely get him to trot, and my instructor, to get him to canter 3 frigging strides, I had to be hitting him with a crop, using all my leg strength, kicking him, and my instructor was chasing me with a dressage whip. That's the only way he cantered 3 strides, and that shattered my confidence completely. So I really didn't score very well. The only reason I placed at all was because of the fact that there were 5 people in my ring. So you know what place I got now, because there were 5 people in my ring, so I had to have gotten 5th place. That was shattering to me. Then I had a spree where I started pretty much riding Dove in both my lessons all year. It was Dove or Heidi, and I hate riding both of them. Heidi scares the shit out of me. Sorry, I'm not supposed to be swearing on here, but Heidi scares me. She tried to throw me off 3 times, and I can't do it. I don't like her. She's really sweet, but I don't like riding her. Dove is just, it's so hard to keep her going and get her cantering and stuff. So that's the reason I don't particularly like riding her. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for those 2. And that was pretty much the rest of the year until EHV hit and we closed down, opened up again in late May, and I rode Henry a little after that. That was really fun. I rode Dove again. That was not so fun. And then we started on the summer, and I got to canter again, riding Princess in camp, and then riding Doodlebug later that week, and a lot of other horses in between. And now that I'm back into the swing of it, I'm getting a lot better. I have Tug now, and Princess, and Theo, all of which I love to ride. Actually, no, I hate riding Princess, but she's actually a very fun ride. Doodle's a very fun ride, unless you try to keep him on the rail, in which case he's not so fun. Showing I've kept up with, I say just still, for the rest of the year, we didn't do January show. In February show, I rode, who did I ride? Latte. Didn't score hugely high, but I placed at least. I do have videos of me riding Selena in the December show, and me riding Princess over a show clinic in December, so I'll show you those later. Got to jump on Princess. Actually, the first time jumping was on Gunner, and that was really fun because he's so good at it. He took care of everything for me. Princess was okay, not as great as Gunner. And there were other show clinic I did. We did canter poles on Stitch, and he was so eager, and it was really, really, really fun. So now I have, now I'm back in the swing of it. I haven't actually ridden in 2 weeks, but I got a show camp on Monday. It's currently Saturday, so, that's gonna be so fun. Going to show camp, ride a lot of different horses that I love, and maybe some that I don't. So yeah, I think that's gonna be really, really fun. And I'm going into Longster Blockjaw Canyon next year, and it's kind of weird. So I left my friend behind again. My friend's still in Stark Canter. That's super, super sad because she's just as good, if not better than me. So the only reason I might be edging a little bit better now is because I've done a lot more jumping, and I've done just a lot more stuff than she has because of my level changes and stuff. I've ridden with a lot more instructors. So yeah, that's pretty much my entire riding story. I can't explain to you why I decided to start riding because I just fell in love with it. I didn't decide. I just said, I gave in to my friends begging me to go and do camp, and I just loved it. So that's pretty much why I ride. I'll show you my ribbon wall now. Show you which ribbons are whose. Starting at the end here, that ribbon was Mean Sailor at my first ever mini horse show. The second one in is me and Eddie, and I'm gonna show you from that show. I need to grab my iPod. It is 2 minutes long, almost. I've rewatched this video several times, and it pains me to see how horrible I was at riding at this point. It's kind of funny. So I was not filming, obviously. This was my sister filming, and she's not very good at it, so she still isn't. She said she filmed the entirety of one of my latest rides, and she cut off a lot of it. It was kind of funny, but yeah, I think this was my sister filming. So that's Eddie and I. Eddie is amazing. He's so old, though. We never ride through that puddle anymore. We avoid it. It seems so weird to look out there and see another arena, because now it's just an indoor, and it has been like that for 2 years. So why is she tilting the camera? But it's physically painful for me to watch this video again, because I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see how bad I was, and it's painful. I'm actually wondering if C is... Sorry, I'm not actually crying. I put eye drops in. I kind of wonder if C was... I think C was over there. But yeah, that's... Oh no, that's A. Yeah. Most of my ride, that was so painful for me to watch. Like, physically painful for me to watch. And then I can compare it to some more recent video footage, so I will show you that now. So now I have my phone. I need to find my Google Drive, because part of my video footage is on here. Not recent. I want everything, but here's this one. Actually, I want to just see the group. I'm not going to show you the entire pattern. I don't want to do that kind of video again. That is that video again. So we're just going to show you a group canter on this one. So it's shorter. So this is me and River. As soon as it decides it's going to load. Not going to like play the audio or anything. But yeah, this is just a group canter. Me, River, and some other people. The horses there, I know, were Eddie and Stitch. I don't know the riders' names anymore. Because I'm sorry if you're watching this and you were riding in this group, but I didn't care enough to learn your name. Or no, I probably knew it. I just don't remember it because this was a year ago or so. As soon as it decides it's going to load, you know what? I will show you December's footage first thing because it's not going to have to load forever. So I think on this one, I'm just going to show you my jump and a little bit of the video of my cantering. It says me and Princess in the back. And it's just a small, like, teeny little cross. I was trying to get her to canter out of it. Didn't work very much. Didn't work very well, I mean. Alright. This was a canter video. I'm going to wait until I actually get my canter, and then I'm going to show you. So this is slightly older. It's like me trying to avoid Simon on the rail here. And then there's Pi. I think I know the Simon's rider's name, but I'm not 100% sure of what it is, so I'm not going to. Sorry, my phone likes to turn off. So, Princess and I. Princess is a very forward horse. Like, her body throws you forward. So that is why I'm riding so weird. But I can't take it out on her because I need to work my position. So yeah, that's a little bit of me cantering Princess. And then I quit after Walk Trot in this show, but this is my December show. Me and Selena. I'll just show you part of it. It's 3 minutes, so I'm not going to show you the whole thing. Let's see. Nice show coat and stuff. I think I look better in this video than I do in my video with River. Like, both riding wise, no, not riding wise, but like, I feel like it looked really weird, like not actually me in my video with River, cantering River in a group. Sorry, I need to keep it black. This show, some of my feedback was that I wasn't posting enough. But yeah, that's that. It feels so weird to watch this through the thing because it feels like I'm going in the reverse direction. But yeah, that is that. Now let's see if I can get this to load. So me and River from the back. So you can see the little building in the back. That is our indoor arena. And it feels so weird to see this like as a mirror instead of watching it. Here, I'm gonna see if I can reload this. You know what? So you know what? While I whip this through the wall. So that first green and white ribbon, that is Selena. Then Pickles is the pink ribbon, like all the way to the left. Then the first second group is from River. That's my first show on River. Then those two are camp ribbons that I run both of those on River. And then those 3 yellow, pink, yellow, that's third, fifth, third on River. And then those first, second, that was Lady. And then first, third, and then the reserve champion right there is Otis. Believe that fifth is Selena, but I'd have to check, so I will check. And because the video is low, check right now. So I need to shorten my reins, and I know that. I do. And It's gonna be weird. Alright, I'll keep an eye on it. I might just bring the ribbons down here. If it's gonna be weird, I'd rather not have to flip the camera again. So yeah, the pink one in the end was from Selena. Oh, it's actually gonna work. So, we're all the way up over there. Towards, on the rail with the... I swear to God. I really do. Oh, there we go. That stitch right there. I'm all the way up there. And the only important part is like when I canter straight by the camera because you can't really see if I'm... Well, not that far. You know what? I don't really freaking care. So... I'll show you the ones from Latte now. These two are from Latte. The green, so 6th place, is from Walk Trot, and this one's from Walk Trot Canada. This is 4th. You can see that. I love how I'm saying it. You can actually tell. It's on the ribbon. Then my invitational ribbons. Ugh. I need another string. Keep playing. Then these are from my invitational on Selena. This is from Walk Trot. This is from Walk Trot Canada. There were 5 people in my class, and I was stupid enough to give up my crop, and it happened to be a day that she really needed a crop. So that was very annoying. And then I have a couple camp ribbons from this year. So this isn't really a place. This was I Rode Dove. It was in my bucket for days. So I hate riding Dove. I don't even know why I put her on my list, but put her on my list. And then I have multiple from this. Oh, here we go. Now that I show you, it's gonna stop again. You all know it. Yep. All right. So this was from Tug, and this it's a 4th technically. They just cut off a 4th place ribbon, but it's a 2nd place. On Tug, and this was July 1st. That does not go over there. I will put it away later. This one is hard to get off without dropping stuff. This is also from Tug, and this is a 2nd, representing a 2nd from July 15th. I had so much fun during this, and I love riding Tug. Like, I didn't think I would. He's a bit of a monster in his stall. Like, he's a brat. But I actually had quite a lot of fun riding him. I still do. Like, pole work, I've done some jumping on him. It was very, very fun. See, I have, in this video, I literally have 15 seconds left, and it's decided it's going to stop. So, I'm going to speed beginning, and then I'm going to go through 2. I'll just, so you can see, my hands need work. Not anymore, they're better. But yeah, so that's me and River. And then I will see if my mom has any of this summer's videos that she'd like to share with me. Maybe one of them on Tug. I have a canter thing on Tug. So I might show you guys that. Just give me a minute. Alright, so my sister and parents are watching a movie. So I'm not going to ask, but I might show you a video later. So that's it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.